Tijuana woke up to the new year with bloodshed, violence, and kidnappings. By the end of the first 3 months, the number of killings had surpassed 100. The U.S. State Department issued an alert not only in Baja California, but in 4 other Mexican border cities, saying it is concerned for the well-being of its citizens traveling to or residing in Baja California.
That's what we are.
The governor of Baja California rejected the State Department alert.
Es una actitud imperialista, una actitud, digamos, de poco respeto. Hay más violencia en San Diego, en Los Ángeles y en Phoenix por persona que en Baja California.
The U.S. consulate in Tijuana admits the dangers faced by U.S. citizens in Tijuana differ from the ones faced in other border cities.
But in each area, obviously, there's a different situation. In Nuevo Laredo, for example, on the Texas border with Mexico, they have seen a rather alarming number of kidnappings that they feel are directed at American citizens. We have not seen that here in Tijuana at all. We have not seen American citizens being targeted specifically as Americans in any way. But what we have seen is a lot of crime here, the kind of situation where someone could be at the wrong place at the wrong time, could get caught up in something.
Francisco Castro Trenti, head of the homicide unit and the forensic department in Baja California, explains there are very few incidents in which U.S. citizens die in Tijuana.
Cuando llega a suceder, básicamente se debe a alguna situación de tránsito, a algún accidente entre tráfico de vehículos, entre 2 o más.
Governor Elordi goes beyond that.
No ha habido un solo incidente de violencia con un norteamericano en Baja California en los últimos 5 o 6 años.
Porque somos egresados.
Nevertheless, authorities in Baja know perfectly well they need to do better in the fight against crime, not only for the sake of their visitors, but for the sake of their local residents, their business community, their foreign investors, and even their local press, which has been deeply hurt.
Exigimos justicia.
So, in order to accomplish their goal, authorities in Baja have taken steps that might surprise more than one.
Out of this building in Tijuana, help is being dispatched to assist all types of emergencies.
Si una persona que tiene una emergencia de cualquier teléfono celular público o teléfono comercial, marca 066 y es llamada gratuita.
Personnel with different law enforcement agencies are available 24/7.
Hay 2 datos que nosotros ocupamos para atender a la persona. Primero es dónde están pasando las cosas y qué está pasando.
Dispatchers at this operations center are bilingual.
Si un turista tiene una emergencia aquí en la ciudad, ya sea nacional o extranjero, lo atendemos. La llamada es transferida al 078 para que ellos le den seguimiento, a lo mejor ponerlo en contacto con su consulado, contactar a sus familiares, ayudarlo de alguna forma a llegar a la línea.
But there's more. On the other side of the building, city police officers monitor the video signals fed by 15 cameras installed along the main streets of Tijuana. Supervisor Angelica Mezquita shows the effectiveness of the cameras when there's a need to get the license plates, when trying to scrutinize entrances at bars and restaurants, or any other irregular activity. The 15 cameras will soon turn into 250.
Did you know you were being watched by cameras like that one?
Yeah, I heard about that a long time ago, yeah.
And what do you feel about it?
I don't even know if it works.
It makes me feel safer. Like, say if like in my bag, somebody like ran off with my bag, then they would know the person that did it.
But while this surveillance is going on in the streets of Tijuana, a city and a state police helicopter fly over the riskiest areas.
Ahí va, córrele. 11, pareja, 11.
When they see anything wrong, they touch base, make an emergency landing, and assist their colleagues on site. Actions like this one are now part of their ongoing training. 7 trained dogs assist the officers in the search of drugs, explosives, and weapons. There are also attack dogs, which are very helpful in scenarios like this one. Antonio Rocha, a state police commander, will be a member of the first generation nationwide to get a degree on law enforcement.
Salir ya del esquema tradicional de que no estudiaste, hazte policía, ¿no?
La cuestión de la corrupción se ve de manera distinta una vez que uno va adquiriendo más y mejor educación.
Sí, claro.
Major steps have also been taken in other areas. Personnel at the State General Attorney's Office are constantly being monitored throughout the state. Even the jail cells, where in some cases Americans are held, are being watched. In terms of forensic science, they claim to be in a more advanced standing now. This vehicle is one of their most recent acquisitions.
Nos permite trasladar el laboratorio móvil a la propia escena del crimen y analizar los indicios o las evidencias que localizamos.
Despite of all these changes, corruption still plays an important factor in the fight against crime.
We've had some, for example, some cases of reports where Americans were solicited for a bribe by a policeman here in Tijuana. The authorities here have been very cooperative in following up, identifying the officers, and making changes.
And in cases where the victim doesn't want to go back to Tijuana, the police report can be filed either by phone or in person in any of the police stations in San Diego.
Sigue habiendo los granitos negros del arroz. No podemos permitir que por un agente, una mala acción de un agente, se manche todo el nombre de una corporación, ¿no?
One thing is clear. Tourism is one of the most important sources of revenues for Baja California. And it seems the state is beefing up security on all levels in order to provide tourists and local residents with a safer environment, knowing it is in their best interest.